So Meghan Markle released a statement after solo Thanksgiving appearance amid professional separation from Prince Harry. Meghan released a statement after hosting a heartfelt dinner for Afghan women resettled in the U.S., organized through the Successes Archewell Foundation and their partner Mina's List. She described the evening as fostering gratitude and resilience and expressed deep appreciation for women's personal stories, adding plans for future gatherings. The dinner was hosted at our place, founded by Shiza Shahid, with attendees receiving cookware as gifts. Prince Harry did not attend Markle's Thanksgiving event as he was in Vancouver for Invictus game-related activities. The couple had reportedly been navigating a professional separation, with Harry admitting they've been at a crossroad with work. Despite solo appearances, they recently appeared together in a video discussing children's online safety through Archewell. So, Adam, what are your thoughts on the story here?
I don't know why they couldn't just figure out how to make content together.
By the way, did you see this coming? Is this a surprise to you?
Can I hold on, Vinny?
He's asking me a question.
Yeah, he asked me first, buddy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
See, that's what happens when there's a professional separation. But we're going to work it out.
I'll work it out.
So I don't think they're getting divorced. I don't think they're getting separated. Ultimately, I think this means they're not doing content together anymore.
It's professional.
Is that what this means?
I mean, it's going to lead to something bad because if you can't work together, how are you going to be in a relationship together? You know what I mean? I don't understand that.
Number one, I don't think anyone actually cares.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody's losing sleep about this. You know who this falls on? There's only one person this falls on, and that's Prince Harry. Dude, you're the freaking Prince of England, of Great Britain. You pluck up some B-list actor out of obscurity. What show was she on? Suits?
Actress.
Okay, whatever she is, actress. And you basically remove your titles. You say, I don't want to be a prince anymore. You move out of your home country, the country your family basically runs, to go become a podcaster in LA. You freaking loser.
You write a book and upset your 2,000-year-old family.
Yeah. Your grandmother dies the next year or so, and now does he even have a title? Is he even a prince? Prince Harry's a freaking loser. And he basically gave up everything for love, and now it's coming to bite him in the ass, and not that they're going to do content together anymore. Cry me a freaking river. Vinny, what's this again?
This is me playing the world's smallest violin for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure their kids are going to look like Blake Griffin.
She's an American actress. There's an expiration date on all of her relationships, and it's right around 7 or 8 years because a trigger goes off and her agent says, you've been in this relationship for 7, 8 years. You got a couple kids. It's time for the book deal and the Oprah tour. Yeah. Right. And meanwhile, he's part of the royal family and he has an uncle, paragon of morality, Prince Andrew. Yeah. And, and so you're just, here's what happened. Trump gets elected and the tabloids don't have any headlines. And they're like, this is terrible. We need something here. We need a headline like Prince's plunging the royal scepter with a starlet on another continent. I mean, they need something. It's what they want. And so you have to stir up trouble, but it's just meaningless. What are these? When we've got World War III about to start, I really don't care about a B-list actress who, okay, maybe she's trying to do good. Maybe she's got a charity and stuff, but there are bigger issues in the world than the home wrecker. You didn't know that it ultimately would go this way. Are you
PBD.
Prince Harry, are you serious?
Yeah.
PBD, I know you told me you lost a lot of sleep last night about this. You're running on fumes because you were up all night. I don't know if you were crying. We have extra tissues. Why are you so affected by this story? What happened?
Listen,
PBD?
I mean, when we saw this story coming out, on a serious note, what upset me the most about this is Harry's lack of, I tweeted something yesterday. Rob, if you can go to this tweet, go to tweet. It was 20-something points I put up, right? And I had Dylan read this yesterday. This goes very quickly. This is not easy. 20 qualities that guarantees a better life. Number one is gratitude, okay? And by the way, it's easy for us to read it. It's kind of hard. Yeah, what's the next one? No, it's actually gratitude. And being grateful for who? The people that change your life. Harry's a nobody without his parents.
Yep.
Meaning, the amount of benefits you get from that and you embarrass them publicly on the world scale, what was that? Number two, having the right perspective. People are going to try to confuse you a little bit. That could be a girl that's getting into the family. You're supposed to say, listen, you're marrying me, you're marrying the family. That's what comes with the family.
Yep.
Perspective. Being reliable. You're no longer reliable to the family. And by the way, if you want to have your own identity, I totally get it. It doesn't mean you don't need to be reliable to your family. Knowing who to be loyal to. You can slow down, Rob, so people stay with us. Go a little lower if you could, so it's only 5 of them. No, Rob, I'm saying the other way, Rob. Yeah. So knowing who to be loyal to. Sometimes we forget who to be loyal to. Sometimes our loyalty is to people that's just like we want to be liked by. It's like, oh, I want to be loyal to that guy. No, who do you need to be loyal to? Like, actually, if you ask that question, who's on that list? It shouldn't be a long list. The list shouldn't have 40, 50 names on there. It should be a handful of names on that list. Knowing the difference between criticism and flattery. I was going to put flattery there, but it says feedback. There's a couple things I missed here. Scripture, one of the best scriptures ever. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. And then the opposite is the kisses of an enemy. Rob, can you go up, type in Proverbs 27:6? If you can type in Proverbs 27:6, I want to see it's a different word. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. Mm-hmm. So, wounds of a friend. I criticize you. We're friends. I'm like, listen, bro, what are you doing? Just don't behave that way. But a guy that wants to come in between you and I, they're like, dude, Pat sometimes pushes you around a little too much, man. Because honestly, I think without you, he's a nobody. Kisses of an enemy are deceitful. But it is a kiss. And we always like kisses more than wounds. It's very confusing. He's being kissed by an enemy. It's Meghan. While he needs to be faithful to his family. Because family is giving you feedback. It's different perspective. Go back to the tweet, Rob. A sincere pursuit of wanting to have a relationship with God. Humble yet confident, keeping your word, relentlessness, a great teammate, leading to the best of your abilities in every situation, avoiding the temptation of being liked, very hard to do, choosing both your enemies and allies accordingly, being aggressively patient, in pursuit of a vision instead of just money, long-term thinking instead of short-term chase, knowing how to embrace and have fun while going through hell. It's very hard to do while you're going through hell. Controlling who has influence over you, avoiding bitterness, envy can have on your spirit. It can steal a decade or two away from you and make it seem like an hour. You'll turn 60 overnight. Surrounding yourself around good company, whom you trust and can enjoy a good meal with. Future looks bright. You know, family will do this to each other. So like, oh, they don't want to be wrong. It's like, oh, so let me tell you what really happened. Mm-hmm. Here's when they'll tell a lot to their kids. I mean, I grew up with this. Like, let me tell you who your dad really is. I'm like, no, even though I'm a kid, I don't believe you. Mm-hmm. He's this guy. You're not going to waste decades of great relationship with me and my dad. You're just not going to do it. My dad and I have a great relationship together. People will do this to you, and unfortunately, she succeeded. How many years did she steal away from his family? How many years? How many people died during this time? Rob, how long has Meghan and Harry been together?
Can we guess? Is it 8?
I don't know
10?
What the number is. I mean, Tom said 7, so maybe it's a 7 thing. I don't know what the number is. How long have they been together?
It feels like
6 years? Coming up 7 years. So there you go. Tom tracks us very closely. Don't let him fool you. So 6 years.
They're about to get that 7-year itch.
Right. May it's going to be 7 years.
And it's 7-year. It's ruined. The damage is done.
I was there.
Well,
I
let me
caught
ask you
the
a question.
bouquet.
As a brother, of course, the prodigal son, you're okay letting the person back in. But let me tell you, in the back of your mind, you're always going to be like,
can't trust you.
You're capable.
Yeah.
You're capable. You're capable of doing this. And permanently, that's the reputation.
Yep.
Permanently, that's the reputation.
You think they're going to get divorced soon? Based on this track record?
I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy. I don't. She gives me the vibes of Jada. You know, she's a Jada camp. The attention has to be always around Jada, always around Meghan. You know, it is what it is.
What percentage of the blame do you put on him versus her?
Oh, it's not even a question. Of course it is. He should have read the book 101 Questions to Ask. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
It is on him. But I'm just saying this. Listen, Adam.
Sir.
Who fooled you with Russia collusion? For how long?
The lamestream media. They got me.
For how long did they get you?
Until about like a week ago or two.
No, but honestly,
they got America for a few years.
No,
they did.
But for how many years was that? 4, 5, 6 years? Man, they pin. How many people did they pin against each other?
Family, friends, everybody.
All I'm trying to say is the point I'm trying to make to you is anybody's capable of falling for this trap. This is not like, hey, you're above somebody, and it's not anybody. We just have to be as bulletproof as possible to not fall for these types of temptations. Flattery destroys a lot of relationships.
What was the quote that you said before? The Proverbs, what was it?
Kisses, wounds from a friend instead of kisses that are deceitful from an enemy. Right? Proverbs 27:6. Never gets old. I can't tell you how many times I've talked about that.
What does the wounds from a friend mean to you exactly?
If I tell you, Adam, you honestly, the way you treat your brother, you don't even have a brother. Yeah. The way you talk about your brother makes me very uncomfortable. I don't like it. Because you should never disrespect your brother like that, even though if you guys are going through stuff. Even though you guys have fights, never disrespect your brother publicly. And then you may walk out and say, whose side are you on? Man, you don't even know what the fuck my brother's doing, da-da-da-da-da. And then somebody else says, Pat, I've known you for 28. Who is he, bro? He doesn't know who your real brother is. I'm not telling you I don't know who your real brother is. Just don't throw your brother under the bus publicly. Keep it to yourself in a small circle. Like if we're sitting here publicly having dinner with a group of people that we don't know, and you start openly talking about your own family in a way where there's two people that are sitting at the table we don't know, I'm not talking to you open. I don't know who you are. Who are you? No, you're not in that community. If we're sitting with a smaller community, we're talking about certain things, I get it. Not publicly. And then so you may walk away and say, Pat's coming from a good place. What motivation does he have to say, respect my brother? Mm-hmm. Why would he, how does he win? It's like, oh, okay, what's this guy? This guy's trying to, nah, man. Flattery, dude. Flattery has destroyed civilizations. This whole new movie, Gladiator 2, that came out, I had a hard time watching because every time I'm comparing it to the only movie in my life that I gave it a perfect 10. Only one movie in my life I've given it a 10. That there's nothing wrong with the movie, and that's Gladiator 1.
Wow. And
you make a movie, you don't even get Russell Crowe's counsel? They make Gladiator 2. Ridley Scott not once called Russell. He's nowhere in the movie. He's alive. He's not in the movie. I know he's got a difficult personality, but how is he not in the movie? I watch this movie. The brother kills his brother in the movie. Why? One guy gave flattery to him. Said, you can run the country better than Denzel. Flattery is so freaking powerful. It is so freaking powerful. When you're in the web of flattery, you know what it says? It's because of you.
Yeah.
You're doing it. Nobody, without you, they would never make it. Your husband is nothing without you. Your wife is nothing without you. Your partner's nothing. You're like, oh, they're right. I don't get enough appreciation. Boom, you make a stupid mistake. You lost a great relationship.
Yep.
It happens that quickly that when you're in the web, you simply don't know you're in the web. I had this conversation with my kid. I've been talking to them about this a lot lately, just to kind of prepare them because it's coming. They're going to have girlfriends, and they're going to go into families, and they're going to talk shit. You got to be ready for it because it's coming. You know, you want to make sure they're as bulletproof as possible, but they're kids. They're going to go through this next phase. I don't know how the hell we got here, but Meghan, thank you for this content.
I think that was very important to understand.
The last hat we had, the 1 out of 500, it's gone. It's sold like you wouldn't believe. And the one that's 1 out of 50, I believe there's a couple of them selling on eBay for $4,000 or $5,000, numbered hats, because it was only 50 of them. Today, we are dropping a blackout hat. This will go in no time because it's only 250 of them. This is blackout. Late at night, in the dark, you put it on, you can see the Valuetainment, the Future Looks Bright hat. This is limited edition, numbered on the site, out of 250. So first come, first serve. Place the order. It's numbered, again, out of 250 blackout. We're going to put the link up there for you to get, vtmerch.com. Go place your order. And by the way, for some of you guys that want to wear business gear, business attire, these polo shirts, I wear them 2-3 times a week with the Valuetainment logo on it. It's incredible. It's comfortable. It's fitted right. If you want to place an order of those as well, we got some of those available that just came back in. It's in full stock. I highly recommend whatever you're going to order, go order it, because on Thursday, you know what starts on Thursday? Put it in your calendar. Massive Black Friday offer starts Thursday morning. We'll be doing a podcast on Thanksgiving, but these numbered hats will go in no time. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.